Hey guys, it's me, and this is our Halloween special, and it's gonna be a little creepy. Well, for me it is, because I get scared super easily. And I've picked out a story from Creepypasta called I Told You to Smile, and I'm gonna be looking through Creepypasta to get another one. But I'm gonna talk a little bit, and then I'm gonna read the story, and then the next one I'll probably read another story, because this is a 14-minute video, and the story is actually quite short. And so, if you've ever heard of Creepypasta, it's a website where people post creepy stories that are either real or ones they've heard of or, old ones. And I'm going to share an experience with you from Creepypasta. Not really from Creepypasta, but Um, I'm kind of afraid to because last time I mentioned this, something happened. But I don't think anything will happen because I mentioned it a few times and nothing's really happened. Probably because I'm over it. But I really do believe that there's some things out there that you shouldn't meddle with or mess with. I think reading occasionally is perfectly fine, but if you go see The Conjuring or whatever, you're inviting that into your life. Like you're opening up a portal for creepy things to happen to you. But that's just me. You all might think I'm crazy because of that. Anyway, so the thing that happened to me is you guys, if have you ever heard of Smiley.jpg? It's like an old, um, it's one of the very first chain letters that came out, and I read the creepypasta, and then ever since, not ever since then, but after that, I had some really weird things happen to me. Like I couldn't sleep. That's just because my mom was playing tricks on me. So I closed my door, and then I kind of would fall asleep, and then something would wake me up, and I'd wake up and I see like this dog, just faint imaging of a dog, and I'd freak out and cover my head because the Smiley.jpg is about a dog, a demon dog that if you look at the picture long enough and if you save it to your desktop, it'll come into your life and cause you to kill yourself if you don't forward it. So I didn't forward it. I got over it. I'm a strong being right now. So that kept happening for a while, and it got to the point where I couldn't sleep for 2 weeks, and I actually had to consult a stranger. I was just, I was exhausted. I was going to work. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. I couldn't have this interrupt my life, and I couldn't have any time spent on it because I was busy and I didn't want to deal with it. So the lady I talked to was Christian, and she said, if you have something that's bothering you because demons and spirits do exist, and you have one that's attached to you, or attached to your house, or you welcomed it into your house, you say really loud, really stern, like you mean it, like angry, that you don't want them here, for them to get out, and you're tired of them, that you don't want them. So I ended up doing that, and that really helped. I was able to sleep, so on and so forth. But then this year, I started talking to some of my friends in school about some weird things that have happened. And after we were talking about that, some weird things started happening to me. So I tried to steer away from the conversation, but since it's Halloween, I'll try. And if anything creepy happens to me, I'll let you know. But I've just come into some weird things that I wish will not come back, because I cannot stress enough that if you don't believe me, go ahead, go out there, do it, try it, but you're gonna have something happen to you, and then I'm gonna be like, I told you so. So I think some of this stuff exists, but a lot of it doesn't. But I think the creepiest thing would be actually an actual human being, doing something like stalking you and not leaving you alone, or all that stuff. And it has happened to a lot of people that some creepy stuff has happened. Like, I was driving home, and there was somebody in front of me, and they kept stopping over the limit line at a stoplight, like messing up. And I was like, okay, they might be sick. I'll just give them some distance in case they decide to hit the reverse button, not the button, but hit it in reverse and go backwards or whatever in case they're having a seizure. So I'm driving, and then I give them plenty of space, and then all of a sudden they start slowing down, and I'm like, okay, something's going on. And then the passenger seat, somebody completely turns around their seat and just stares at me, and they just keep driving, and I'm like, what the heck? And this goes on for like 2 minutes. And then they hit a stop sign, the person's still staring at me. And then they turn, and as they're turning, that person is still staring at me. And I'm like, oh my god, that is so creepy. What the heck is going on here? So I just drove home. I didn't think about it. I told my mom about it. That was about it. Nothing that's really weird has happened then. I try to not let it. So that was that. If you guys have any creepy things, let me know. Write in a comment, be like, oh, I had something creepy happen to me. And then you can write the story to me in the inbox. Let me know. Or if you're on my Facebook, send me a Facebook message. I'm interested in some of that stuff, but like I said, I won't really meddle with it because I don't want to invite that into my life because I enjoy my life right now and I don't want to have unnecessary things attached to me. So, anyways, I also think that the Silent Hill game is a really good creepy game because it's based off of the darkness that's inside of you. And it's actually quite deep because of that. And this game, I'm used to it being scary, but it scared the crap out of me while I was playing it. And I don't know why. And I want to apologize that this is my first time playing it, really. The second one, and it's been a super long time, so I don't really know the controls. So in the beginning, you'll see me like dancing around, spinning around, trying to figure out what to do. And then in this one, I'm all like, oh yeah, let's go. So, anyways, I think Silent Hill is a good game, but I also think it, resembles a lot of what happens inside of our head, especially if somebody is insane. Because I'm pretty sure an insane person will come up with all this in their head. I don't know. But that's that. So I'm going to read those creepypasta. And then if I still have time, I'm going to talk a little more. I don't know about what. I'll come up with something. So I'm going to read this creepypasta here. Get it up on here. Okay. I've already done a run through the story, and it actually kind of scared me. But I'm going to read it again anyways. Okay, this is called I Told You to Smile. And it's on creepypasta.com. I'll put the link in the, description. So you guys can come and check out all these weird stories. Okay, I told you to smile. It was the 2nd of January, 2:04 a.m. I woke up to a knocking on the door. One knock every 3 seconds. I slipped on my slippers and I walked down the stairs. As I walked down, the knocking on the door got faster, almost like a heartbeat. When I got to the door, the knocking stopped. I looked outside and nobody was there. I went back up to my room and went back to bed, thinking it was just some kids playing a prank. At 4:21 a.m. I woke up to the front door slamming shut. I jumped, terrified. I looked over at my frosted window to find "Smile" written all over it in the frost. I grabbed my phone next to me, ready to call 911, only to find a message written on it saying, I told you to smile. I cried and I ran for my life, running outside. As soon as I got outside, I knocked on my neighbor's house across the road. They answered and held me for a while I sobbed. They phoned the police at exactly 5:42. The police came to my neighbor's house after an extensive search of my house. They told me there had been no evidence at all of anyone in my house other than me. The messages on the window were gone, same with my phone. They told me to get some sleep and advised me to see the doctor about stress and anxiety problems. Fuck that. I knew what happened to me was real. The following evening, after spending the day at my neighbor's, I went home. I went up to my bedroom and I set up a camera. It was aimed at my bedroom door and my bed. I set it up to record and went back to sleep. Thankfully, I slept through the night. However, as I watched the footage, I couldn't believe what I saw. At 3 a.m, something crawled out from under my bed. It was a completely naked, anorexic man. He stood up and looked at me on the bed. He did so for another hour, not moving at all. Then he moved. He walked over to the camera until his face took up the whole shot. He was extremely pale, had bulging veins all over his head. His eyes were completely black with a huge smile on his face. He stared at the camera for another 2 hours, not blinking, just slightly twisting his head every now and again. After 2 hours of him staring went past, he walked back over to my bed and crawled back under it. I skipped the video forward until it showed me getting up and walking over to the camera. The video finished. I was frozen with fear. The video showed him going back under, but not leaving. Whatever it was still there. So that was that creepypasta. That one kind of creeped me out a little bit because I've actually had something kind of like that happen to me. Not really, but when I was younger, I had something reach out from under my bed, grab my blankets, yank it down, and I was trying to pull them back up. And I reached down and I felt something bumpy and it was a hand and it freaked me out. But yeah, that one was kind of like, oh my god, the imagination. So, like I said, that's that one. I'd read another one, but they're kind of long, and this minute's like 14 minutes long. Like, this video is 14 minutes long, so I don't have much time to really read. So, yeah, that I get scared easily, but I have a good right to. Because, like I've said, I've had some weird things happen to me, and I wish for them not to happen to me again. And I've heard some stories about other people having some stuff happen to them. But I hope this Halloween is, like, you know, a safe Halloween for you guys. Nothing weird happens to you. Well, I hope something a little weird, because it's Halloween happens. But not, like, creeper, stalker, killer, crazy, insane guy. Weird. Halloween is just about, for me, fun, but it's also to respect your boundaries, because if you're not careful enough, you might let something in and it will never go away. Because I believe movies are based off of some kind of truth, and I believe myths are based off of some kind of truth, because who could really think of this unless something actually has happened? That's what I think. So, that was a creepy one. Don't check under your beds, because usually that just is, I think that was just a being, an evil being manifested itself. I know it's probably not real, but still, demons like to manifest themselves into things innocent, to trick you. Kind of thing. That's what I heard. I'm not really into the whole thing. I just think it happens, I think they exist, but I think if you don't meddle with it, you won't have anything bad happen to you. You're gonna come across some weird things that aren't explainable, and you're just gonna be like, oh, it's my brain playing tricks on me. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen, but we all have our beliefs, and you're to your own beliefs. But like I said, I think a lot of this stuff is based off of some actual true things happening. Like, I think Silent Hill, like I said, is based off of somebody's mind who's done something in the past and can't really get rid of it, so it bugs them. So that's that on that subject. I hope you guys have a good Halloween. I would love to know what you guys are doing. I'm just gonna hang out and have pizza and go see Carrie. Yeah, that crazy chick who likes to telekinetically throw people and kill people and have blood splatter everywhere. You know, all that crazy awesomeness. I'm gonna go see that. I saw Captain Phillips. I highly suggest you go see Captain Phillips. That movie made me cry. Made me cry manly tears. I say manly tears because I didn't cry like a girl. I was just like, I will not cry. I will not cry. Unlike the woman behind me who was all, no, I am crying. So, I cry like a girl in some movies. Like Marley and Me made me bawl like a baby. But in some movies, I try not to cry because I'm like, you know, next to my dad. And I don't want my dad to be like, oh, you're crying. You're such that you're crying like a baby, because I don't cry like a baby most of the time. So I had to put this picture up because I ran out of time talking, and you're gonna hear some segments where it chops off because my stupid microphone does that. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. Please subscribe, leave comments. I'm sorry about the blabbering and not the good commentary today. I'm tired. I couldn't really put it together. It was just thrown together at the last second for Halloween. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm uploading this now instead of on Halloween Day because I'm going to go to work, come straight back from work to my house, get ready, and go out. So have a wonderful evening and a wonderful Halloween, and thank you for stopping by and watching this video. Please subscribe. Bye!